What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. Please subscribe here and please follow me on Instagram at RussoLifts. In case something happens to this channel, you can follow, message me, interact with me directly, and there's daily content on there. Hope to see you guys on Instagram. What's up, everyone? It's Russo. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to do a quick story time today about when I had a bubble gut, a GH gut. But we're going to call it a bubble gut because Louis Marco trademarked that, and I think it's fucking funny. But yeah, I actually experienced what it's like to have an HGH bubble gut. I wanted to go through my experiences on what that was like. So this was back during the Enhanced Athlete 1 week crazy transformation. Again, this whole little documentary thing was how much muscle could I put on in 1 week. I gained a total of 20 something pounds. DEXA scan showed a lot of muscle gain. In my opinion, I probably gained like 3 to 4 pounds of tissue during a week, which is pretty insane. Again, this protocol involved insulin and HGH, where the HGH bubble gut comes in. That's pretty much the only way you could build that much tissue. You need a state of high hyperplasia, so you need to put the body in, cell splitting mode, so you can have the chance to create a lot of new muscle cells. So ton of hyperplasia going on that week, and obviously you need a food intake to match the amount of androgens you're utilizing and to have building blocks for all that hyperplasia. So I forget how many calories I was eating a day. It was probably above 6,000 easily a day. I was eating till I was sick, and then I would literally get like fruit juice, like literally put steak in my mouth and then just swallow it down with juice. That's how bad I was force feeding myself. I started noticing it again when you use insulin, HGH, your sugar starts to go crazy. Again, it's very hard to balance. Like basically I would wake up with high sugar and insulin resistance. Metformin or Slim pills would bring it down, and then as the day went on, my sugar got more and more out of whack because of the HGH and insulin going on and spiking and peaking and all the combatants of the levels and stuff. So metformin and Slim pills were being used to kind of like reset my sugar each day to give me my sensitivity back to normal. But towards the last 2 days, again, I have pictures. I am going to edit these pictures and kind of take my face out just because I've had to call the police twice on fake Grommer accounts using my pictures, and I feel like these pictures would really be good for all the creeps who make fake Grommer accounts on me. And so they're actually me, but I'm going to edit my face out. So this was towards, I think, the last day or the day before the last day where I was just really, the HGH sides were really built up, water retention was really built up, and I was sick of eating, and I'm sure I was having issues, like my pancreas was definitely under full load, and my intestines were starting to get backed up, which is what happens with these big-ass bodybuilders who, have way more muscle mass than me, and who need food to fill out and are utilizing HGH and insulin much longer periods of time. And I could see where this happens. So here's the picture of me completely relaxed. So it looks like I'm really fat, right? I have a gut, and that's me completely relaxed, completely normal. And then here's a picture of me with my stomach contracted. So you can see that I'm actually not, for eating 6,000+ calories a day, again, the HGH insulin combo with all the androgens, I basically wasn't getting fat at all. I was actually getting leaner as the cycle continued while gaining a fuck ton of weight. It was like one of the freakiest and coolest in parentheses experiments of my life. But yeah, I was getting leaner as the cycle went on, but my stomach was protruding more and more each day. And as you can see from my contracted, like when I'm holding my stomach and contracting it, I'm pretty lean. Like you can see my abs. Obviously I'm in full bulk mode, but for full bulk mode, I would say that's pretty lean. And then going back to the relaxed picture, you can see like that's me not holding in at all. So you can see how these big bodybuilders, again, who are carrying a lot more mass than me, tons more lean tissue than me, would have trouble going through this issue on stage. Like, I was kind of just practicing around, like, oh, I have a bubble gut, I have an HGH gut, because I knew, like, this was only going to last for a week, and I was going to fix everything when I got home. But, like, I was practicing in the mirror, just, like, so, like, because they always talk about gut control. You know, these bodybuilders got to keep their gut under control. And I was, like, trying to practice, like, I was doing posing and stuff, holding my stomach in, and, like, your natural instinct, like, it does not, like, the minute you want to take a break and switch poses, like, even that split second of not controlling your stomach is gonna protrude pretty much instantly. Like, it blows my mind when I see some of these bodybuilders have that level of gut control on a pro stage, going through that many poses and battling poses with other competitors. Because I could barely keep it under control just posing in the bathroom with half the amount of muscle they have. So yeah, it's pretty wild. Like, if you want to play the size game and you want to get, you know, go down that road of HGH and insulin, competitive wise, yeah, I would definitely start to taper that out, because very few people are going to be able to control their stomach. As you can see, I was pretty fucking lean. I'm pretty fucking lean for eating 6,000 plus calories a day of whatever I wanted. Literally whatever I wanted. I was trying to just, I was losing weight as the cycle continued because I couldn't even keep up with the caloric demand of the cycle. But I was pretty lean. But the minute I didn't think about my stomach, boom, gut all day. It's very hard, and I can't believe some of these bodybuilders do it on stage. So yeah, overall, it's like I had abs, but like it was obviously my intestines being backed up and protruding, and all the insulin fluctuations, the blood sugar fluctuations all took a toll throughout that week. So that's my experience with having a HGH bubble gut. You know, I no longer have it because I'm not doing anywhere near that protocol right now. But yeah, it's definitely not permanent. You can fix it, but you have to either taper it off, in my opinion, or you have to really learn gut control, which in my opinion, I could never do that on stage. I could never keep my stomach in a full show battle with other competitors where you're fighting for shots and stuff. I definitely couldn't do that. But it's definitely fixable. It's not permanent intestine growth like a lot of people say. From my experience, I'm sure you can get like a little bit, but to have that gut all the time, that's from HGH insulin and high amounts of carbs being fluctuated in the body, and just your body can't keep up with that. The intestines can't keep up with that, especially when your pancreas has that full tilt, like what the fuck is going on here? Because no bodybuilder has a superhuman pancreas. It's all the same organs every other person has. So yeah, that's my experience. I wanted to just show that like the gut's like almost impossible to maintain. So if they show up with a gut, just know the battle they're going through on stage, and that it's very hard to hold in. Like now looking at Phil Heath and Rolly, I'm like, how did they hold that in for so many shots at like quadruple the mass I am? But that was going on. That was my experience. I highly don't recommend anyone go through that. But if you were wondering why bodybuilders tend to look pregnant nowadays, especially off season, because they normally let it go off season because they're trying to grow, they're trying to play the mass game. You know, that's basically what's causing it, is insulin, GH, and carbs, and just the fluctuation. And this was with Coach Trevor battling it with metformin and slim pills the entire time, constantly resetting my sugar and stuff. I'm sure if you had no conception of even doing that it would be 1,000 times worse. So yeah, that's my experience with having an HGH gut. Hope everyone's well. If you're new here, please subscribe, check out the rest of my videos. I'll see you in my next one.